Good morning everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We are very pleased to be able to welcome you all for the annual event of BMS Department of Guru Nanak Khalsa College, Realm 2022.
Let's have a ritualistic beginning by taking the name of Almighty, who is compassionate, gracious, merciful, and everlasting.
शुभ कर मन ते कब न डरो देह शिवा बर मोहे अहि शुभ कर मन ते कब न डरो न डरो हर सो जब जाए लड़ो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो न डरो हर सो जब जाए लड़ो निश्चय कर अपनी करो शुभ कर मन ते कब न डरो देह शिवा बर मोहे अहि शुभ कर मन ते कब न डरो शिवा बर मोहे अहि शुभ कर मन ते कब न डरो देह शिवा बर मोहे अहि शुभ कर मन ते कब न डरो न डरो हर सो जब जाए लड़ो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो न डरो हर सो जब जाए लड़ो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो
After taking the blessings of the Almighty, let's move forward with our event. Realm is known to be a benchmark amongst all festivals in the city. It is not only an annual fest but the biggest management festivals organized by BMS Department of Guru Nanak Khalsa College. Our event provides opportunities for all the students across the colleges to imbibe knowledge, improve communication with each other and expand professional boundaries with zeal and enthusiasm.
Our event is based on the belief that to achieve great things, two things are needed: a plan and not quite enough time. There are some people who live in a dream world and there are some people who face the reality. And then there are those who turn one into the other. I, Sahil Shrungare, the host for the event, along with Gurleen Mehta, now would like to introduce you all to the theme of Realm 2022. And the theme is Ectorious. Ectorious is a combination of imagination and creativity of mind, which correlates with psychology. Once said by a wise man, your mind is your biggest shield in the war and not your physical strength. Similarly, in rising market of technology, your creativity in product is your biggest sword. This year, we combined psychology with product management. We chose this as a theme because psychology helps people in a large part as it explains why people act the way they do in product management as well as all the phases of life.
அடைமழை வரும் அதில் நனைவோமே குளிர் காய்ச்சலோடு சிநேகம் ஒரு போர்வைக்குள் இரு தூக்கம் கொடு கொடு பொய்கள் சொல்லி என்னை வெல்வாய் அது தெரிந்தும் கூட அன்பே மனம் அது ஏதான் எதிர்பார்க்கும் எங்கே
nothing.
That the success of any educational institution depends on the principal. It's my honor to welcome our principal, Dr. Kiran Mangaonkar sir, to address the students.
Yeah, good morning to one and all. I'm happy that our BMS department is organizing Realm Festival for students. It's really a great thing because we believe in the overall development of a student during their undergraduate or postgraduate years. This year the Realm is basically covering the psychological aspect of product management, where the psychology of sellers as well as buyers, how it is related to the management, is the basic area of this year's fest. We believe that when the students they organize such kind of events, intercollegiate events especially, they learn a lot of things such as event management skills, organization skills, even how to work in a team, because teamwork is very, very important. And the person after joining a corporate world will succeed only if he believes an expert in the teamwork. Otherwise, if a person may be highly intelligent, hard working, but unless he is good team performer, he will not be able, or that department will not be able to succeed in meeting the targets given by the bosses. So this is very, very important, and I want our students to learn all these aspects, to impart all these skills such as communication skill, presentation skills, Secondly, as I mentioned, how to work in a team. So all these things along with your academics you should be able to gain, so that you will be ready for the corporate world tomorrow. We believe in making the industry ready students who will be able to work as an expert right from the day one in industry. So I believe the students will take opportunity of involving in this festival, learn something out of it, and will be prepared to face the challenges ahead. I wish all the best, all the success for RIAM 2022. Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for addressing us with your valuable thoughts.
Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. Now, the person who has consumed himself to change the society and light the darkness of our students, the Vice Principal of our college, Dr. Ellen D'Souza sir, is here to address us.
Dear students, it's a pleasure to talk to you, but the only difficulty that I have is that I have to watch you online when I would love to see you offline. In the online process, your psychology is to just keep your camera off and listen to what the speaker has to say. And your theme, Prem, is a chart towards you understanding the difficulties that are being faced by both the distributor, the seller, the buyer, the customer, what you name, it's left up to you. But yes, they all are impacted by COVID-19. But we cannot say that COVID-19 will take us over. I have to take over COVID-19. And for doing that, we need to understand that we need to play a positive role in how we present our product to the customer. And therefore, you need to be bright, you need to be tasteful, and you need to be impactful, just like the stars that you see in any of the movies that you have relished, be it a Hindi or an English one, be it an adult or be it for minors or children. All the best to all of you and see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your informative and enthusiastic words.
There is music for every occasion. Whether you are sad or happy, music is the key to everything. And sometimes it takes only one good song to bring back thousands of memories. Here comes my friend Simmi to sing with her melodious voice.
जो दिल से लगे उसे कह दो हाय 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 हाय, जो दिल ना लगे उसे कह दो बाय 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 बाय। आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो, कह दो मुस्कुराहट को हाय 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 हाय। जाने दो दिल से चले जाने दो, कह दो घबराहट को बाय 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 बाय। लव यू जिंदगी, लव यू जिंदगी, लव यू जिंदगी, लव मी जिंदगी। पकड़ के तू मेरा चल दे कभी हाथ छुड़ा के मैं तेरा चल दूं मैं थोड़ी सी मोड़ी हूँ तू थोड़ी सी टेढ़ी है क्या खूब ये जोड़ी है तेरी मेरी आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो कह दो मुस्कुराहट को हाय 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 जाने दो दिल से चले जाने दो कह दो घबराहट को बाय 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 लव यू जिंदगी लव यू जिंदगी लव यू जिंदगी लव मी जिंदगी
Thank you, Simmi. Indeed, that was a soothing performance.
The head of the department is the one who leads the department. He is the one who holds the overall responsibility for managing every activity of the department. Here, I would like to request our department HOD, Professor Yogesh Kolhatkar sir, to address us with his kind words.
Respected Principal Dr. Kiran Mangaonkar sir, respected Vice Principals Dr. Alan D'Souza sir and Dr. Davinder Basin madam, members of teaching and non-teaching staff, and all the participants in today's event. A very good morning to all of you. Guru Nanak Khalsa College has been accredited by NAC with A grade with a CGPA of 3.54. Our college was awarded College with Potential for Excellence by UGC. Our college was also awarded the Best College Award in Urban Area by the University of Mumbai for the year 2011-12. University of Mumbai started the Bachelor of Management Studies course in 1999-2000. We were one of the very few colleges which started this course in the year 1999. We strive to be the most preferred college for the BMS course among student fraternity by enhancing our institutional quality in teaching learning, holistic development of students, good infrastructure facilities, industry interface, placement and innovative practices. BMS department organizes many events and activities throughout the year. Our mission is to raise awareness and share information, good practice and advice to our BMS students. We are quite excited about our annual intercollegiate event with the theme this year, Product Management. Product is core to any business enterprise. A product manager's job is to oversee all aspects of a product or service line to create and deliver superior customer satisfaction while simultaneously providing long-term value for the company. Product management has played an important role in business strategy. A product manager's job description can vary from organization to organization, but it typically includes overseeing many aspects of a product's life cycle, ranging from product creation and development to marketing and selling of the product. These days, one of the areas with which product management is mostly associated is software development. Look at any piece of software you use on a regular basis, from an app on your phone to the internet browser on your computer. There is no doubt that product managers were responsible for deciding how the software operates. Hence, our students have decided to include 4 different activities in today's event based on strategic thinking, communication, research, and creativity. I am sure many colleges will be participating and make this event a huge success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words.
Get ready to have a piece to the ears with our shairis which will be presented by our blast performer Shaira. So here we have Khushi Manik.
आइए देखते हैं हमारा पहला खेल। तो दोस्तों, अपने सूझबूझ से बनाइए खेल में रणनीति। वेलकम द वन एंड ओनली कार्यनीति। 20 जन का खेल है, 3 भागों में बटा है और 15 सेकंड में खेल खत्म है। तो कठिन परिस्थितियों में लगाइए अपना सूझबूझ और गेम खेलिए एकदम स्मूथ। तो चलिए देखते हैं हमारा दूसरा खेल। जी हाँ दोस्तों, जिसमें आपको आनंद आने वाला है बार बार। उस खेल का नाम है संचार, जिसमें आपके साथ 10 जन और भाग लेने वाले हैं और हम सिर्फ 3 मिनट का समय देने वाले हैं। तो कीजिए अपने विषय का प्रचार और खुद प्रदर्शन करके जीतिए संचार। तो चलिए देखते हैं हमारा तीसरा खेल। तो दोस्तों, ये खेल ऐसा जो खेलने का मन करे आपका रोज रोज। जी हाँ, उसका नाम है ज्ञानिक खोज। 20 होनहार विद्यार्थी और 20 सेकंड में जिंगल कैस कीजिए और दूसरे राउंड में सिलेक्ट हो जाइए। तो दिमाग को लगाइए काम पर और 1 मिनट में जिंगल बनाइए कंपनी के नाम पर। तो दोस्तों, तैयार हो जाइए आखिरी खेल के लिए। तो प्रोडक्ट पैकेजिंग करिए हक से, क्योंकि आपको बहुत कुछ सीखने मिलेगा रचनात्मक से। 10 जनों का संगम ये, 30 सेकंड का मनोरंजन ये। 3 होनहार विद्यार्थियों को चुना जाएगा, सही उत्तर आपको विजेता बनाएगा।
Wasn't this ear soothing? We are sure you all enjoyed it. It is a great honor for me to introduce and welcome the chief guest of our event, Dr. M.S. Kamath. Dr. Kamath is a general physician expert and has an immense involvement in the field of healthcare and research. He has made an exceptional name in his city with his impressive amount of knowledge and constant dedication towards his patients. Now, I would request Dr. Kamath, our chief guest, to share with us his expertise and knowledge.
So, all students of Khalsa College, very good day to you. Welcome to this lecture. I have been asked today to speak on product management. Now, you will ask me, what does a person who is a doctor of medicine and a master of law who teaches law and medicine in University of Bombay know about product management? The answer is very simple. I am going to talk to you not about product management as they write in the books of management, or I am not going to give you all the various formulae for how to improve sales and marketing and research in product management. What I am going to give you today is a layman's concept. A very simple concept of what is product management, the way it should be from ordinary human beings' viewpoint, and also from the viewpoint of what ethics and morality will ask you to do when you do product management. Now, product management has got so many different concepts in it. But I'd like to start with you from the very basic and first concept. Is a product needed? When somebody goes and buys a product, does that person need that product? This is very simple, but at the same time a very technical subject, because the reason is very simple. It has been found that more than 20% of people who buy a product buy it without needing it. Now you will say, without needing it, why will he buy it? Very simple. Neighbor goes and buys a new mixie. It's supposed to have 5 speeds and you have a mixie with 3 speeds. A neighbor says ki, oh, those 2 speeds are very good for making juice. So what does the lady of the house do? She goes and buys a new mixie with 5 speeds. Now the question is, does anybody in your house drink that juice? Think about it. So, when any product is being sold, one has to keep that very important aspect, is this product needed? Because if a product is needed, it will do well, it will sell in very large quantities, it will sell over decades, and your product or your market for that particular product will be a niche market. Which means if you say something about that product, it is like people normally talk of toothpaste. Many people say toothpaste means Colgate. There is a brand link between Colgate and a toothpaste. So you should think always that my product should be able to get and hit that level where everybody says, ये product, this name. As I said, Colgate and toothpaste. So very important to remember that make products which are needed by people. If you make products which are not needed, there can be many adverse effects which we will talk about later. So go slow. Don't be in a rush. Do your product management project in such a way that it meets all the requirements about which I will be talking today. The second very important aspect of any product is what is the cost. A product may be good for people who are going to use it, but is it going to be economical? Is it going to be something which is long lasting and give you value for money? Let me give you two simple examples. Example number one, you buy a torch from somebody. Right? Now it's made in China and costing only 40 rupees. And here you have a reputed brand of torch which costs you 100 rupees. Now is that China torch of 40 rupees going to last you? You may pay less, but 3 or 4 months later it is most likely going to land in the dustbin. Whereas the reputed brand which costs you 100 rupees will last you for 5 to 7 years. That's the difference. So the cost need not necessarily mean cost in rupees. Cost in terms of value for money. Extremely important concept. Today most people have forgotten this concept, that you need value for money. The second important aspect is it so cheap that it will outrun its competitor? The very famous industrialist Dhirubhai Ambani was once told about something called mobile phone. You know, mobile phone, without which you and I cannot survive. वो मेरे को एक प्रोफेसर ने बोला था कि सर आजकल के बच्चे हैं ना, एक आध बुक लाने को बोलेंगे, बाल बनाने को बोलेंगे, लेकिन मोबाइल अपना कॉलेज को लाते वक्त नहीं लाने बोलेंगे. वो तो मोबाइल इज फर्स्ट एंड एवरीथिंग कम्स लेटर. इनफैक्ट इन द कॉलेज द मोबाइल कम्स फर्स्ट एंड द स्टूडेंट फॉलोज लेटर. तो धीरूभाई अंबानी had said कि the cost of one call should be less than the cost of a postcard. And we know when he said this, more than 20 or 25 years back, when mobiles were just coming into the market, and the cost of a postcard at that time was 50 paise. So he said a call for 1 minute should cost less than 50 paise. Why should it cost less than 50 paise? Because instead of writing a postcard, somebody will then pick up a call and speak to somebody in his gaon, in his native place, and say कि मैं परसों के गाड़ी में आ रहा हूं, 3 बजे गाड़ी पहुंचेगी, या मैंने इतने इतने पैसे भेजे हैं, या इतना सामान मैंने फलाने कुरियर वाले से या फलाने पार्सल वाले से भेजे हैं. So he will be able to do it in less than 50 paise. So what will he do? He will not use the postcard. He will use a phone. Now that is the concept which you have to remember in cost. Are you outstripping or are you outdoing your immediate competitor? A postcard versus a phone call, which is cheaper? At that time the phone call was costlier and the postcard was cheaper. But today the phone call is cheaper and the postcard is costlier. That is why postal department and postcards have gone into the doldrums. That is what is called as Doordrishti or foresight. You should have the foresight to say, this product which will come into the market will knock out all the competitors who are now occupying that space. Or at least it will replace them or take a substantial share of them. If you do this, only then your product will be successful. Otherwise, it will be one more product into the market. Now let's come to the third aspect, which is product research. Now you have decided you need a washing machine. You know, somebody has invented a washing machine which can run by hand and does an extremely good. Somebody in Canada has invented this. And he says, he is by the way an Indian. He says this is going to be used in villages all over India, a washing machine which can be rolled by hand. आप हैंड से उसको स्पिन कर सकते हो and it will give you all the benefits of the standard washing machine. So we come to the next or the third point, product research. Extremely important to research your product. Whatever product you are coming out with, make a research. Find out who are your competitors. Find out how your product can be better than them. Put your research into this. Make sure that the your product meets all the criteria of the market. Make sure it is sturdy. Make sure it will have wear and tear of time. Find out other aspects. In a tropical country like India, think of heat. If it goes to Nagpur, will it be able to stand the heat of 45-50 degrees? See, many ACs nowadays now put an ad like that. Our AC stands up even to the rigors of central India where the temperature is 52 degrees. If you are going to make an AC and sell it in Sahara Desert where the temperature is about 55 degrees, will it be able to stand up? Will the plastic which you use last for 2, 3, 5 years? Or will the plastic corrode and break? So research to make sure you have a good product, a sturdy product, a product which will stand up to various market fluctuations. At one time in India, there used to be what is known as voltage fluctuation. You know what is voltage fluctuation? The electricity is supposed to come steadily at 230 or 240 volts. But due to power surges, it goes to 180 or it goes to 260. Both of that can be very bad for a refrigerator or for a machine or even maybe your computer. So there should be built-in protecting devices. That is why you use a spike guard when you use a desktop. Why do you use a spike guard? That if the voltage fluctuates beyond some standard, say beyond less than 180 and more than 260, there will be a spark and immediately the machine will get disconnected, your computer. So similarly, whether you are making a washing machine or a motor car or whatever you are making, a mixer, make sure it will stand up to all the local variations. Remember, in India, the number of variations are going to be huge. What is a variation Kashmir may not be a variation Karnataka, and what is a variation Karnataka may not be a variation in Tamil Nadu. There are many parts of the country where the moisture is very high and many parts of the country where the moisture level is very low. So ये सब के ऊपर आपको research करना पड़ेगा. Product management just does not mean coming into a market, putting a label and selling it and saying, I sold 20,000 pieces. That's not it. Your product should be strong. So research. There should be a research wing in your company, and in your company, when that research wing does work, it should be able to tell everybody what is the outcome and how it is better than the market. Then there has to be field testing. Please remember, every product which comes in the market comes with what is known as laboratory standards. When you come out with a tire, the tire is used in standard roads, in standard places where the ups and downs and day-to-day aspects of life don't come into play. Let me give you a simple example in tires only. When you drive on the highways of India, you'll be shocked at what are the things which are on the road. There are glass pieces. You know where these glass pieces come from? Any accident takes place and the headlight or the rear light is hit, glass pieces fall on the road. Nobody cleans that road. So if your tire, a glass piece goes in, what will happen? Similarly, you will be shocked. In most of our principal cities in India, there are nails on the road. Go and ask your tire puncture wala. He will tell you कि साहब कीला घुस गया तुम्हारे टायर के अंदर इसलिए पंक्चर हो गया है. So field testing. Your product must undergo field testing. Take it to some of the big cities. Carry out a test. As I said, whether it is a tire, whether it is a washing machine, whether it is a refrigerator, whatever the product, test it in field conditions. फील्ड कंडीशंस में अगर आप एक 50 इंच की टीवी करते हो, याद रखो घर में क्रिकेट खेलते हैं बच्चे, बॉल से खेलते हैं, बॉल लगेगा तो उसका कांच whether it will be able to stand up the force of the ball. Of course, जोर से बॉल मारेगा या सीजन बॉल क्रिकेट बॉल मारेगा तो कुछ भी टूट जाएगा, आपकी और मेरी हड्डी भी टूट जाएगी, वो तो आप जानते हो, मैं भी जानता हूं. लेकिन साधारण सा बॉल लगे, जोर से न लगे, तो तुम्हारे टीवी का कांच स्टैंड अप करेगा उसको. वो फील्ड टेस्टिंग में होता है. कभी कभी उसके ऊपर कुछ गिरता है, घर की मैडम चाय बना के लेके आती है, टीवी बीच में रखा है, थोड़ा सा चाय गिरता है उसके ऊपर, ये आप लेबोरेटरी में टेस्ट नहीं कर सकते. गो इनटू द फील्ड, दैट लेडी विल ड्रॉप सम टी और कॉफी और लस्सी और इवन मे बी बटर वड़े का बैटर होता है ना, वो जो चने के बेसन से बनाते हैं, वो भी गिर जाएगा उसके ऊपर. तो क्या वो साफ हो सकता है? कैन इट बी रिमूव्ड? ये सब चीजें सोचो. दैट इज नोन एज फील्ड टेस्टिंग. टेक योर सामान, गो इनटू द फील्ड, टेस्ट इट in home conditions, in conditions of industries, in conditions of road side. मान लो आपका टीवी खरीद के आदमी किसी ने रोड साइड पे रखा 10 दिन के लिए. क्यों? सर वर्ल्ड कप चल रहा था, मैं दुनिया का सब लोगों को दिखाना चाहता था. अभी उसके ऊपर डस्ट आएगा, उसके ऊपर सनलाइट आएगा, ये सब चीज़ों को वो सामना कर सकता है. ऐसा ना हो कि आपकी टीवी, और टीवी इज द बेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, बट मोमेंट गॉट एक्सपोज टू सनलाइट, सम स्मॉल पार्ट बिकेम damaged and the whole TV shut down. Field testing is, that's why, very, very important. Then marketing. अभी मार्केटिंग के लिए तो इंडियन सबसे बड़े उस्ताद हैं. किसी को भी कुछ भी मार्केट किया जाता है. ये सेलफोन वाले हैं ना, बोलते हैं जिस हमारा सेल फोन सर्विस इतना बढ़िया है, आप किसी को भी फोन कर सकते हो. तो अगर आप पूछोगे कि मेरे मरे हुए दादाजी जो 20 साल पहले मरे, उनसे भी फोन कर सकता हूँ. हाँ, उनसे भी आप फोन कर सकते हो. कैसे? बोले व्हाट्सएप में जाओ और टाइप करो www.swargwasi.com, तो हमारा डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन स्वर्ग में लग जाता है, आप अपने दादाजी से बात कर सकते हो. क्या ऐसा हो सकता है? बूस्ट इज द सीक्रेट ऑफ माई एनर्जी. अगर सब लोग बूस्ट खाएंगे या सब लोग बूस्ट पिएंगे दूध में डाल के, क्या सब लोग इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेटर बन जाएंगे? एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स बहुत आपको फंसाते हैं, और जब आप ये आपका प्रोडक्ट मार्केट करने को जाओगे प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट में, याद रखिए, इफ यू गिव एन एडवर्टाइजमेंट which is very highly puffed up, it can do this, it can do that, it can do falana, it can do dikna, fikna, all that, it can do dikna, fikna. Yes, what you are saying is correct, but the question is, somebody will test. Smart fellow like me, nobody calls me smart, that's why I call myself smart. Oh, I will test, and then I will say ये तुम्हारा टूथपेस्ट से दांत एकदम व्हाइट हो जाएंगे, व्हाइट हो जाएंगे या येलो हो जाएंगे, किसी को पता नहीं, लेकिन बात करने का कि भाई आप एकदम व्हाइट, इतने व्हाइट हो जाएंगे कि जब आप बाहर सनशाइन में जाएंगे तो सन आपके सामने फीका लग जाएगा. सन, the sun will pale in front of your teeth. Is it possible? No. But don't do all those things. Now the Consumer Protection Act is amended to say that all these false advertisements, government will take action, consumer court will take action. So be careful when you are marketing. After you market, make sure the product is available. ये गली में आप गए, सब लोगों को बोला कि भाई ये फलाना टमाटर की केचप सबसे बढ़िया है, तो मेरे जैसा आदमी भले ये टमाटर केचप मैंने कभी देखा नहीं, कि कंपनी का नाम सुना नहीं, शाम को बाहर जाता है वो बोलता है अरे यार वो टमाटर वाला आया था, टमाटर केचप वाला, उसका क्या हुआ टमाटर केचप का, इज इट अवेलेबल? सर इट इज नॉट येट देयर, आप ऑर्डर प्लेस करो, मैं 3 दिन के बाद लाऊंगा. इमीडिएटली द रिएक्शन इज आई वेंट टू बाय, what sort of idiotic fellow this is. उसने सप्लाई भी नहीं किया है स्टोर्स में. So make sure it is available. When people go there, particularly for the first time they buy, the product should be available. After sale service, ये तो इंडिया में सबसे biggest problem. This is the biggest. In watermelon, if the seeds are put, is it possible that right at the beginning, slowly the machine goes and all the seeds get thrown out from the side? This is the way you have to innovate. This is the way you are going to do post-marketing, all your work. All your post-marketing surveys and surveillance is satisfied customers. Checking on your own ability and your capability. And last but not least, getting their feedback so that you can improve the product. Please remember, even if you go to a person and say, sir, I have come to see your washing machine which is 4 years old and do post-marketing, he feels nice. कि साहब ने मेरे को अच्छा इंपॉर्टेंट दिया, ये कंपनी मेरे को इंपॉर्टेंट दे रही है. सो फीलिंग नाइस एंड इंपॉर्टेंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर कंज्यूमर्स एंड कस्टमर्स. इन द लास्ट पॉइंट, ऑलवेज हैव एन सो कॉल्ड इम्प्रूवमेंट प्रोजेक्ट. हैव एन इनोवेटिव टीम एंड गिव इंपॉर्टेंस टू दोज पीपल हु गिव फ्रेश आइडियाज. हैव अ थिंक टैंक of people who will give you new ideas. Same product. अभी ये mobile में, you know how many things mobiles day by day are improving. Now high quality mobiles are adjusting the brightness when you go from sunlight into a dark room, because in sunlight minimum brightness, in the dark room more brightness is required. So there are sensors there which sense the amount of light. In foreign countries, they have now come out with such things that the moment you enter the room, the lights come on. There are sensors which sense that here a human being has entered. Now you will ask me, sir, if a cat or a dog enters, उसमें भी चालू हो जाएगा, maybe. But there are sensors. So you will have to keep innovating, keep researching, improve the product. Please remember, a product is one whole concept which goes to the consumer as one piece, but behind that product, all the 7, 8 or 9 points which I told you are there. If you want to do good product management, that is the mantra. There may be several more points which I may or may not have touched upon, but these are the most important points. I am sure after going through this, you will reboot yourself for how to think about product management. And remember all the points that I gave you. In case you need any help from any source anytime, the numbers are behind me. Toll-free number, helpline number. Any product, anything, you want to contact me or you want to speak to somebody, always available. Thank you very much for a patient hearing and all the best to all of you. Good day.
Thank you so much, sir, for addressing us with your valuable thoughts.
Dance is a language beyond words. It is a divine art form that allows people to express a wide range of thoughts and emotions. Presenting to you all a beautiful and mesmerizing dance prepared by our students.
I hope you all enjoyed such an incredible and enthusiastic performance.
Now, I would like to call up our CL Ankita Chavan, who will give vote of thanks.
I thank each and every one of you for your presence today. Thank you so much for gracing our event with your active participation. I would also like to thank the management, our principal Dr. Kiran Mangaonkar sir, our vice principal Dr. Alan D'Souza sir, our chief guest Dr. Kamath for giving us your precious time. I would also like to thank the senior faculty of PMS department, our HOD Professor Yogesh Kulhatkar sir, Professor Bhumika Desai ma'am and Professor Abhilash Tiwari sir for allowing us to host this event and for their constant support and guidance. And to the participants for their energetic response. Last but not the least, our team Realm for their constant hard work and dedication to make this event a success. I hope to see the same spirit in the games part as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ankita, for your beautiful words. So, the best part of the event comes now, and it's the games part. I believe all of you are prepared and excited for it. We will be providing you a link. Follow the link and we'll meet you there for the games.